All right, so again, just raise your hand so I can call on you, but Kobe's ready whenever.
I'll have to personally.
Sweetie?
Hey, Kobe, obviously your younger brother is coming. What was your reaction to that? How much were you kind of part of his recruiting process?
I was very happy to see that. It kind of caught me off guard. I didn't know until like the night before that he was like committing or whatever the next day. So yeah, it was a big deal. I was on FaceTime with him, watched the whole thing. I wouldn't say I was a big part of his decision. I tried to stay out of it because I didn't want to, force him to go anywhere or whatever. So whenever he had questions, I would answer the question, tell him what he wanted to hear. He was always down here anyway, so he got a great feel for the place on its own. So that's really it.
Colin?
Hey, Kobe, hope you're doing well. You got a lot of playing time last year as a freshman. Just what you take from all that experience, and what are you trying to get better at for this year?
Yeah, I was very fortunate for that. I feel like I'm just trying to make the next step, get better with my all-around game. Coaches pushing me to be more, aggressive with scoring the ball. So I'm just trying to get better.
Jack?
Kobe, I know Coach talked a lot about Caleb's game, and I think you dropped a Draymond Green comparison in there. How would you describe Caleb's style of play?
Man, I would say, well, I haven't seen him play in a minute now. But back when we were like in high school together, I would consider him like more of a pass first. So I would say something like maybe a Chris Paul. I don't know. He looks to pass first. He wants to get assists. That's his biggest thing. Like he'll rather have 100 assists before you have 100 points. So that's what I would say is just a pass first player.
Any other questions for Kobe? Oh, Mitch?
I'm sure you and Kobe have played a lot of basketball together through the years. What's kind of your all's chemistry like together on the court?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I was looking back at old footage from high school, from practices and stuff. It's just crazy how we connect on the court back then. So I'm interested to see how it relates to this level.
Jack, did you have another one? No. Nope. Okay.
No, I forgot to wear my hand. My bad.
Sweetie?
Hey, Kobe, does this team feel any different compared to last year, just with the sheer number of seniors you guys have now, and just guys who kind of know what the college game is about and just all that experience you guys bring back?
Yeah, definitely. This team is definitely a different vibe in practice. It's a lot more, leadership from everyone instead of just like one or two people. Everyone's contributing, everyone's holding each other accountable for everything. It's definitely a higher level of maturity this year, and it's going to be interesting to see how this relates to the in-game experience.
Anything else for Kobe? All right. Thanks, man.
All right.
You ready? Okay, so again, just raise your hand for Parker. Ian, nope, Ben, sorry.
Parker, Kobe was just kind of talking about this, but how much of the juniors and the seniors of this team really kind of establish the foundation and sort of establish the identity of this team going into this year?
Yeah, I think coming in, I think most of us are kind of juniors and seniors now, but we kind of came in together and we kind of built a relationship. And I think a lot of guys are on the same page this year. A lot of guys are kind of working together. We're a lot more compatible and a lot more like kind of knowing what we want to do as a team and we kind of got goals that we're all working towards. And I think we're all kind of on the same page when it comes to that.
Mitch?
Parker, Coach has talked about you as someone who he's seen kind of make a jump since last season. I'm curious, what have kind of been your biggest emphases during the offseason?
I texted Coach kind of after we all went home in March, and because I kind of knew it would kind of be like a drawn-out thing. I didn't know when we go back, and I didn't kind of want to be left behind. I kind of want to improve and get better. And I kind of texted him. He kind of talked about more perimeter game, getting stronger, of course, shooting the three ball and ball handling and all that stuff, and just doing whatever it takes to win games.
Sweetie?
Parker, you just talked about it, Ben, now, but what's your kind of fit on this team right now? Where does Konzo kind of see you playing? Is it kind of out on the wing? Or are you maybe down low more? Where are you kind of at right now?
Yeah, I think it kind of depends on the game, kind of depends on the matchup. You know, if I got smaller guys on me, we can take advantage of that inside. And if we got kind of bigger, less mobile guys, then we can take advantage of that on the outside. You know, it just kind of depends on the matchup, depends on the scouting report. But I'll kind of do whatever it takes. You know, I try to be versatile inside and out. So.
Colin?
Parker, you kind of touched on it a little bit, but just what was this offseason like for you in particular, and how much did having a brother who's also playing D1 basketball help you kind of get working?
It was crazy. I'm sure it was crazy for everybody, but kind of no guarantees. You know, getting in the gyms, getting in the weight rooms. We were pretty fortunate enough to have a weight room in my house. You know, and like you said, my brother also plays at a high level, so we kind of pushed each other every day, and I think that's kind of what Coach Martin was talking about, and seeing improvements, because we were able to kind of push each other every day, kind of know we're obviously familiar with each other, so knowing our strengths, knowing our weaknesses, and working on it every day.
Did you and him talk at all about the rivalry game getting pushed back another year, that's going to have to wait, or was it just not talked about?
It was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, you know, we kind of want everyone to be safe. We want everyone to stay healthy and stay on the good side of things. So we're putting it off a year, but it kind of sucked, but we're still excited for next year.
Ben?
Parker, this would be the same question without a pandemic. It's just kind of this time of year, but how badly is this group of guys wanting to play a game right now?
Man, we are killing for it. We're all super excited. You know, just kind of being away from each other from so long, I think kind of even brought us closer together. You know, when we all got back, we were all super excited to be back together and be back on the same court as each other. We can't wait to kind of use that energy towards someone else.
Jack?
Parker, you know, Coach talked a bit about you guys making the right choices. What's kind of been his message about being responsible and holding each other accountable to stay safe in the pandemic?
You know, obviously on the court, we all try to hold each other accountable, and we just kind of try to bring that off the court. You know, trying to stay away from each other, but still trying to build relationships, and you know, kind of not trying to go out to eat, go out to party together. You know, maybe staying in and watching TV, or you know what I'm saying, trying to do stuff to keep those relationships up, keep the chemistry up, but at the same time stay safe and kind of stay safe away from others.
Anything else for Parker? All right, thanks, Parker.
Thank you, guys.
They're all coming out with a weights workout, so Buggs not in here yet. I'll go check this one out too. Anybody? Oh, Ben.
What's it been like kind of getting working up chemistry with your teammates and becoming a part of this program during these unique times?
Yeah, it's been, like you said, unique. It's different, short in preseason. So I've just really been trying to just learn as much as I can, soak up all the information I can in practice, study my teammates as much, their tendencies, and then just continue to build a relationship with the guys off the court as well. I feel that goes a long way. If I get to know guys off the court, it helps with the on the court success.
Mitch.
Drew, I'm just curious, you know, you obviously have been practicing with this team for super long, but how do you feel like your skill set fits in or maybe differs from guys like Drew Smith and Xavier Pinson?
I feel like I complement them well. I feel like we all three have different strengths, bring some different to the table, different dynamics. But I feel like I complement them well. I'm able to take a lot of pressure off them in terms of handling the ball and just allow them to focus on moving without the ball and getting just open, easy shots. And I feel like that's my job, is just to get these guys on the team easier shots. And I feel I've been trying to do my best doing that. And, you know, like you said, it's been a short preseason, but I feel like it's going well.
Switching.
Hey man, what's been your impressions of your fellow point guards, X and the other Drew?
I think they're great players. I really enjoy playing with both of them. Both of them real dynamic. I see more similarities of me and Drew. You know, just kind of like the pace we play at and the style we played. And X is just he's a real dynamic guard, real fast. He can really score, and he can also facilitate as well, though. So I mean, I really enjoy playing with both of them. We haven't had too many lineups yet with all three of us, just because we need point guards to go up against each other. But that's something that's also different coming from Hawaii, is going up against starting point guards every day in practice, the majority of the practice. That's been really good. I really enjoyed that.
Colin.
Hey, Drew, hope you're doing well. Thanks for doing this. I'm just curious, from your perspective, what's it like joining a team that has so much experience already on the roster?
It's great. Don't have to do too much teaching, too much of the basics when you're on a team that's returning. We can kind of just focus on things that we need to improve on each and every day. And you got guys that pick it up quicker. And, I'm just trying to come in here and be a leader in this veteran group and help be vocal. And, so far, I think it's going really well. I think, we're in a good position with the sorting preseason. But, we look really on track as if we had a full normal preseason.
Joel.
Hey, Drew, how's it going?
It's good. How you doing?
Good, good. So kind of banking off all the point guard questions, we know this team's biggest contributors are all mostly guards. It's a guard-heavy rotation. What influenced your decision coming from Hawaii to come here, knowing that, some of the guards on this team are the biggest contributors here?
That's a question I've gotten a lot. And bottom line is just I want to win. I felt this was a good position where we got a really good team and in a really good conference, and we can make some noise this year. Also, I just really enjoyed the staff. I want to get into coaching one day, and I felt I could learn a lot from this staff. But, yeah, we look at it as we got the deepest guard lineup in the conference. And so we want to use that to our advantage. We want to be able to push the ball, play at a fast pace. I've been in a position where I've played 38 minutes, 40 minutes a game. So that's not something that I really was looking for. I want to be a winner. I want to be able to contribute. And so I'm fine taking a dip in my role or minutes in order to be a winner and contribute.
Mitch.
Yeah, Drew, just to follow up on something that you said there, you said you're interested in getting into coaching. I'm curious, how long has that been a goal for you, and why did you feel like this staff in particular would be beneficial in kind of helping you towards that end?
That's been a goal of mine for a long time. Growing up, I used to coach at my former middle school. I coached my sister's basketball team, so I've been coaching. It's something that I've always fell in love with. I just have a huge love for the game of basketball, and I want to be around it. And I feel I can affect future generations on and off the court through coaching. And I try to implement that today with being vocal on the court. And, I think this staff, Coach Martin is a coach that, he's real set on his principles, and he's all about discipline. But also he's, as you can see, you guys will see this year, we kind of changed up playing. We play a little bit more fast, and I enjoy a coach that changes it up based on his personnel. And also everything going on, being able to play for an African-American coach was a big deal too. There's not too many in the college game, so being able to learn from someone that's like me, that was really important to me.
Anything else for Drew?